Hey guys, it's Hannah and welcome back to Skyrim. In our last episode, we raided a tower with some bandits in it, and we also went into Bleak Falls Barrow, which was a tomb, and we had a big boss fight, which wasn't really that hard because it was the first one of the game, and we absorbed some sort of magic runes off a wall, which I'm sure will come into play later, and we are continuing our journey on to Whiterun because we're going to inform the Jarl, which is like, I guess, the mayor, that a dragon has attacked Helgen and he needs to send some soldiers to Riverwood to protect it. So we had these two wolves that we killed. They have nothing on them, but before we went this way, I didn't want to continue on with our episode because I thought that this little sunken dock and the little island over there looked quite interesting, and I didn't want to rush, and I wanted to be able to explore. It's going to make a fool out of me now, and it's not going to be anything special, but still, let us continue. But we know there's Nirnroot over here. I can see I assume it's Nirnroot, not someone who's dropping the torch or something. Yeah, I could see it glowing from over there. So, from what I see right now, is that like a mammoth skull over here? From what I see now, there's nothing really. Oh no, it's like a tent. There's someone camping over here. Let's see if we can... I wonder if it's coming up on your screen as well. It looks really green to me. Okay, so they're drying out some fish. They've got a little boat, a little tent, and I'm assuming this is who inhabits it, so let's talk to this person. It's a fisherman.
I've been hunting and fishing in these parts for years. It's not like my poaching is hurting anyone. The Jarl can hardly eat every deer now, can he?
Okay, and I don't think there's any maybe specific dialogue requests with anything with him. We'll go to the beehive and we'll take what's good out of that. Okay, and we'll go back just to where we were and continue through the pass to the other side of the mountains. The sky is class looking. We'll continue to the other side of the mountain and then we will head to Whiterun. Before we do that, actually, let's... Oh, wrong button. Level up. Bumbling is the right word. I'm constantly pressing the wrong buttons and can't get the angles right. So when you level up, you choose to increase health, magic, or stamina, and you also get a perk. And we'll look at what perks that we can get. I always put my first level into health. We don't think we're going to be a mage, so we're not going to look at magic. So we're going to put one in stamina, and we're just going to go health, stamina, health, stamina, I think, for the time being. In regards to our perks, sneak, I really think we need to get light armor to start that off, but we'll put one into sneak. I always like to keep one perk in case we like find out about something that we would like really need, and we're going to put one into two-handed for now. Yeah, so that's why it's pointing us in this direction once we came out of Bleak Falls Barrow rather than that direction. Wow, look at the moon. Which is the direction Whiterun is in because it wants us to go through here because it is a shortcut through the mountains. I never set my timer so we would know how long we had been going for. I want to set it for 27 minutes roughly just so we have an idea. I do not remember this. Normally I don't follow that quest marker and I just like head the direction of Whiterun. Oh my goodness, I did not, I really just jumped out of my chair. I can't believe I didn't see that rune. Okay, we need to watch out for traps here, you guys. I was not expecting to come across traps. And there's skeletons. I really thought this was going to be like a really small cave with literally nothing in it. I hear more skeletons. so many of these ruined books through Skyrim, and as a reader it breaks my heart. Okay, so we have, this is a trap chest. If we open it, it'll let off a trap. You can pick the lock on that so it doesn't reckon, or what I tend to do is just open the chest, get what we want, and then jump out of the way before the trap comes down. It's nothing, normally something that falls from above or like shoots fire or something, and jumping out of the way you can usually avoid it. Okay. Oh wow, he has got some problems. Cages? What is this place? Is this our first encounter with a mage? An apprentice necromancer? Henry has you sorted out. Okay, read the warrior's charge. That's gonna level up conjuration. And as I said, I'm not going to read these skill books because they're really long. But I'll flick through like this and you can pause at the pages if you want to read them for yourself. Oh, is that it? Okay, that one's pretty short, but there you go. If you would like to read that, but I'm only going to read you books that are related to the quests that we're doing. Again, none of those books or anything. Oh, we can disenchant the 2 things that we had picked up. I can't remember what they are, but that'll get our agent sort of cold. Yeah, resist frost. And we'll actually do these 2. So this destroys the item, but you get to learn the enchantment, and then we can go in, pick items that we have in our person, pick an enchantment. Not every enchantment can go on everything, obviously, and then you have to have a soul gem to power it up. And the more levels you get in enchanting, the more powerful your enchantments are. So let's say if we done it now, we would maybe like have 2 points more health, but if you had like higher enchanting, you could get 20 points more health. With the same enchantment and the same item and the same everything else, you just get higher rewards. Okay, should we go across or are we meant to go down? Well, this is taking us down anyway. So there's nothing up here that we're meant to jump to. Okay, I guess down we go. Skeleton. At least they're not hard to kill. Oh, they had a better battle axe on them. Let's switch that out and R. Let's just drop. None of these things are going to be of, you know, real value anyway. So we have a new axe. This is quite a detailed location for just like a pass from one side to the mountain to the other. Thank goodness that's knocked over so it can't. I'm guessing it maybe shot frost or something at us. No hidden chests or anything like that that I can see. I'm sure you can see things that I can't see and you're like shouting out like, you missed the coin purse, you missed that. Oh, hang on, I thought it was maybe a lever or a pull chain or something we had missed. Oh, and this is it. Okay. To Skyrim, that was really weird. I really was expecting that just to be a cave. The weird necromancer hiding out in that pass was new to me. I did not remember ever being in there and it ever being like that, so that's interesting. Yeah. I'm definitely seeing a high level of green today for some reason in my graphics. I wonder if that's coming across on yours. I wonder if one of my mods has messed up. As I said, I've said this in every episode, but just because I know probably people are joining now. Is there anything in here? Oh my goodness, there actually is. I am playing with some mods, but no mods that alter the gameplay in any way, only mods that enhance graphics. So obviously it's special edition, so we have the 3 DLCs, but I don't have any quests or anything that changes the gameplay or weapons or anything like that. New weapons makes things easier. It is only, who is this person? Only graphics which like make the sky prettier and make things run smoother and things like that. Who are you?
I'm on a pilgrimage to the shrine of Azura, the goddess of twilight, if you'll excuse me.
Where is this shrine?
In the mountains to the northeast. I'll mark it on your map.
Okay, so we have a miscellaneous quest to visit that, which we might get round to. Who are these guys? Oh, the Dawn Guard. Do any of them say anything?
Need something?
So I was just talking about having DLCs. The Dawn Guard is one of the DLCs I have never completed. I've started it many times, and basically they're vampire hunters, and you can side with either them or the vampires. And the quests, the whole storyline is obviously different depending on what side you choose. And I've started a couple of different times as the Dawn Guard, but I don't think I've definitely never completed it, and I don't think I ever sided with the vampires, even though it wasn't completed. We're just going to travel the path until we might take a wee shortcut actually cross country, because this right here in the middle of the screen is where we are heading. That is, let me see if I can remember. So Whiterun's the town, but I believe that building is like the Jarl's kind of palace, and I think it's called Dragon's Reach, but we'll have to see when we get there. So to refresh anyone, we are heading to Dragon's Reach to talk to the Jarl, who is like the mayor of Whiterun. Well, he's like the mayor of the town, but also like the area around it as well. He's like the mayor of the city, and then all the wee towns around it he's their mayor of as well. And we're going to tell him that there is a dragon on the loose, and he needs to send soldiers to his towns within his constituency to protect them, because obviously we were Telgan and saw the dragon with our own 2 eyes, and it actually helped us escape with our lives. This grass is very pretty. It's very autumnal. It's getting me in the mood. It's actually very mild in the UK at the minute. We haven't really got much of our autumn weather yet. It's definitely a bit more windy and rainy, and it's cooler, but this is certainly not as cold as it normally is. Okay, Vigilance of Stendar. Who are you guys?
You speak to a Vigilant of Stendar. Cavort with any Daedra, and we will hunt you down.
You're a Vigilant of Stendar?
Yes. Our order was founded after the Oblivion Crisis. We dedicate our lives to facing the threat of Daedra wherever they appear. We're quartered in the Hall of the Vigilant. Keeper Carset heads Skyrim's branch of our order there, providing healing and justice as needed.
So the Oblivion Crisis, for those that don't know, is the main storyline of Oblivion, which is the 4th and previous Elder Scrolls game. I've never played it, but I know a little bit about it. So that's what she is referring to, which I believe was 400 years prior to the timeline of this game.
He is the god of mercy, the patron of order and justice for all of Tamriel. We bring his compassion where none can be found, by cleansing all those who would offend his children.
You hunt Daedra?
And any other abominations that prey on mortals. Vampires, werewolves, witches. But Daedra are the worst. Their callous disregard for our lives is abhorrent in the eyes of the god of mercy.
So there seems to be, I don't know much about the lore of Skyrim or anything like that, but there seems to be Daedra, the Daedric princes, even though like they don't really have a gender because they can change their forms and stuff, but princes is the name that they're given, and they're kind of like gods that you can manipulate, and you can do different quests surrounding them. And then there is also gods which seem to be completely different, and like Stendar is one of them, and there's like Mara, and there's temples to these gods and priests, and they all stand for different things as well. And I'm not really 100% sure between the difference between a Daedra and a like god, so if anyone could help clarify that for me in the comments, that would be very helpful to, I'm sure, me and anyone who's watching who also doesn't know. They can look in the comments and see if anyone has answered that question. What's so dangerous about Daedra?
They are profane creatures with no hope of redemption. They lure innocents to their deaths and corrupt the souls of all they touch. And their heretical artifacts grant powers to mortals that wreak havoc across Tamriel. They must be destroyed or guarded to prevent temptation.
That's why I didn't want to say the Daedra quests. They always have like a unique item that's quite powerful attached to them. Whether it can be, I'm just trying to think of examples like a shield that maybe blocks a more varied range of attacks, or a dagger which like never dulls, so it does like you have more chance of an instant kill, and like different things, and they all relate, their powers all relate back to the Daedric Prince. Okay, thanks, I think. Do you have anything more to say?
Will not go unpunished.
No, same thing. So these obviously are worshippers of the god Stendarr, and they are against the Daedra, hunting the Daedra, although whether they can be killed or not, I'm not really sure. I think they were definitely a bigger part of the storyline in Oblivion, and if this Skyrim goes well, the series, I may go back and play Oblivion because it's something I'm interested in. It's really referenced a lot in Skyrim, and I didn't get into Skyrim even when it was first released. It was a couple of years after, and I never went back and played the earlier Elder Scrolls games. So it might be interesting to see that. If you guys want, I might be interested in playing it as well, just to get more backstory and to play something different for a while. We have the Khajiit caravan is in town. My brothers.
Bake for the moon sugar. It has been too long since I tasted it.
Okay, well I'm not going to supply you with drugs.
Limited. It could be a season or more before we get a new shipment from the south.
My ears hear the truth in your words, and yet my body shakes with the need.
Okay, she's detoxing from something.
Do not frighten away our customers with your fits.
You're very pretty for a cat lady.
Right. Still, I would give much for even a few grains of moon sugar.
I'm not going to talk to her, I don't think, because it's just going to give me a quest to give her moon sugar. And at the minute, I don't really want to become a drug dealer, so we're going to leave that out. Who's this guy?
There's a nip in the air. Cold won't be good for my crops. Never is.
So, Severna... Severno? He must be a farmer. The fact that I'm not wearing my glasses probably isn't helping me read these terms, so I'm going to put my glasses on. There we go. And here we are at the walled city of Whiterun. We need to go in and talk to the Jarl.
Halt! City's closed with the dragons about. Official business only.
I'm here about the dragon. So we can say, Riverwood calls for the Jarl's aid. I have news. So that says persuade. So if we have a high speech, we have more chance of him letting us through. Change your mind, we can pay him, stand aside, or else we can intimidate him. And again, I think that depends on like speech, but also your level and stuff as well. Or I'll come back later and we can just leave. But let's see if we can persuade him to let us in.
Fine. But we'll be keeping an eye on you.
Great, so obviously news of the dragon has already reached here before we got here, and they have put the city into lockdown. But we should probably go and speak to the Jarl anyway and let him know that we were at Helgen, etc, etc. I think we've got another level up today, but we'll wait until we've spoken to the Jarl. Oh, please don't tell me this is bugged out. Oh no, it for some reason just didn't come up with, normally it comes up with like a picture or something and then a fact, because that wasn't coming up.
Whatever it takes, but we must have more swords for the Imperial soldiers.
I just can't fill an order that size on my own. Why don't you swallow that stubborn pride of yours and ask Yorland Greymane for help?
I'd sooner bend my knee to Ulfric's Stormcloak. Besides, Greymane would never make steel for the Legion.
Have it your way. I'll take the job, but don't expect a miracle.
Okay, so this is a Imperial, I believe. Whiterun is an Imperial city, or sympathized with the Imperial agenda anyway, and he has asked this blacksmith to make our swords for the Imperials. I'm sure if we talk to her, we could get a quest to help, but that's not something that I'm interested in at the minute. I just kind of want to get this kind of introductory tutorial, speak to the Jarl, be on your way, part of the main quest line over and done with.
Give me your money.
Okay, you see, I can't stand this bullying.
I don't have any money. You better give me 5 septim. What are you looking at?
No, please.
I'm not afraid.
I really
of you.
don't have any money, Brave.
Even if you are my
I'll
elder.
give you 10 septims tomorrow. Just don't hit me.
10 septims tomorrow, baby Battleborn, or I'm gonna bloody your nose and your lip. Boys, girls, dogs.
It's no fun getting pushed around all the time.
What does a kid do for fun around here?
Well, I used to sneak out at night and try to tip over the big ox in the Greymane's yard. And me and Mila used to climb up on the roof of Dragon's Reach and look for birds' eggs. But I don't do that stuff anymore. Father keeps catching me and then I get in trouble.
You may be a bit of a troublemaker, but you don't deserve to be bullied by that wee girl. If we could kill children in Skyrim, I would be tempted.
To you, but we can't afford it.
It took me weeks to find that thieves' den. I can't stop now, and I can't get the sword on my own.
So you're willing to starve your wife and daughter to reclaim some rusty old sword?
I just need to hire 1, maybe 2 good men. You won't starve.
I'll put it plainly. You can claim your sword, or you can keep your wife. If you set foot outside that gate, I won't be here when you return.
Okay, so this guy obviously wants to hire a man to help him do a job, and his wife won't let him.
Wait,
So let's see if we can help him out. This is something I would
mercenary
take
work?
on.
It might suit you.
What were you two arguing about?
My Sapphire doesn't like that I've been spending so much time looking for my father's old sword. He fed his entire family with the gold he made using that weapon. I'm not about to let it gather dust in some thief's trophy room.
Do you need help finding the sword?
I tracked it to a group of bandits nearby, but I'm no fool. I'd need the Whiterun guards or maybe hire the companions to get it. I don't know why I'm saying this, but if you find it out in your travels, I'd be grateful to you.
You're not from Skyrim, are you?
No, I'm not. Looks like we've got something in common then. No, I'm a Red Guard. My family hails from the Imperial Province. But I left home when I was just a lad. Been wandering ever since.
Okay, so I do want to help this guy, so we'll maybe do that sooner or later. We'll go and find a sword and bring it back so he no longer has to argue with his wife. And I love this shot of Whiterun. It's definitely one of my favorite cities in the game, and I don't know whether that's because there's a lot of storyline attached to it, and I find myself coming back here, and it's the first city that you really ever get to see and explore. But between its looks and the people and the quests in it, and it's got a really handy location in the middle of the country, it would be up there with my favorite city. Again, we're not getting pictures or facts, but it is loading nevertheless. Finally, we're in, and we're going to speak to the Jarl.
I only counsel caution. We cannot afford to act rashly in times like these.
What would you have me do then? Nothing?
What's the meaning of this interruption? Jarl Baldup is not receiving visitors.
Because they've already got word of the dragon attack. I have news from Helgen about the dragon attack.
Well, that explains why the guards let you in. Come on then. The Jarl will want to speak to you personally.
I suspected as much.
So, you were at Helgen. You saw this dragon with your own eyes?
Yes, I had a great view while the Imperials were trying to cut off my head.
Really? You're certainly forthright about your criminal past. But it's none of my concern who the Imperials want to execute, especially now. What I want to know is, what exactly happened at Helgen?
The dragon destroyed Helgen, and last I saw, it was heading this way.
By Ismir, Irileth was right. What do you say now, Proventus? Shall we continue to trust in the strength of our walls against the dragon?
My lord, we should send troops to Riverwood at once. It's in the most immediate danger. If that dragon is lurking in the mountains...
The Jarl of Falkreath will view that as a provocation. He'll assume we're preparing to join Ulfric's side and attack him. We should
Enough! I'll not stand idly by while a dragon burns my hold and slaughters my people. Irileth, send a detachment to Riverwood at once.
Yes, my Jarl.
If you'll excuse me, I'll return to my duties.
That would be best. Well done. You sought me out on your own initiative. You've done Whiterun a service, and I won't forget it. Here, take this as a small token of my esteem. There is another thing you could do for me. Suitable for someone of your particular talents, perhaps.
Just because we're a
Come,
criminal?
Let's go find Farengar, my court wizard. He's been looking into a matter related to these dragons and rumors of dragons.
Alrighty then. You lead the way and I shall follow. I hate the way the characters walk so slow in this game. Like, I am trying to stay behind. Like, this is as slow as I can go and I'm almost overtaking you.
Farengar, I think I found someone who can help you with your dragon project. Go ahead and fill him in with all the details.
So the Jarl thinks you can be of use to me. Oh yes, he must be referring to my research into the dragons. Yes, I could use someone to fetch something for me. Well, when I say fetch, I really mean delve into a dangerous ruin in search of an ancient stone tablet that may or may not actually be there.
Alright, where am I going and what am I fetching?
Straight to the point, eh? No need for tedious hows and whys. I like that. Leave those details to your betters, am I right? I,
Excuse
learned
you?
of a certain stone tablet said to be housed in Bleak Falls Barrow. A dragon stone, said to contain a map of dragon burials.
What a coincidence.
Go to Bleak Falls Barrow, find this tablet, no doubt interred in the main chamber, and bring it to me. Simplicity itself.
So that's why I stopped at Bleak Falls Barrow on the way here. I knew that we would be sent back there, and there really is absolutely no point in doing that. And I love just seeing, I just love being so sassy with Farengar, because I hate his character. Be like, oh, you mean this old stone?
Ah, the dragon stone of Bleak Falls Barrow. You already found it. You are cut from a different cloth than the usual brutes the Jarl foists on me.
So what about my
You'll have to
reward?
see the Jarl about that. Maybe his steward Avenici. I'm sure one of them will pay you appropriately.
They better. That place was long. I don't think we have anything more to disenchant, and we're not ready to use Alchemy Lab yet. I heard Irileth calling his name, but like, where is she? Another thing I really enjoy doing. There's nothing in here.
A dragon's been sighted nearby.
Oh no.
You should come too.
Alright. I just want to steal from him because I hate him so much.
I'd take this a bit more seriously if I were you. If a dragon decides to attack Whiterun, I don't know if we can stop it. Let's go.
Excuse me? All these guards just run about bumping into me, not saying sorry.
So, Irileth tells me you came from the Western Watchtower?
Yes, my lord.
Oh,
tell him what you
he's
told
being
me
interviewed.
about the dragon.
Oh, that's right. We saw it coming from the south. It was fast. Faster than anything I've ever seen.
What did it do? Is it attacking the Watchtower?
No, my lord. It was just circling overhead when I left. I never ran so fast in my life. I thought it would come after me, for sure.
Good work, son. We'll take it from here. Head down to the barracks for some food and rest. You've earned it. Irileth, you'd better gather some guardsmen and get down there.
I've already ordered my men to muster near the main gate.
Good. Don't fail me. There's no time to stand on ceremony, my friend. I need your help again. I want you to go with Irileth and help her fight this dragon. You survived Helgen, so you have more experience with dragons than anyone else here.
Yeah, but I didn't
But
fight
I
it.
haven't forgotten the service you did for me in retrieving the dragon stone for Farengar. As a token of my esteem, I have instructed Avenici that you are now permitted to purchase property in the city. And please, accept this gift from my personal armory.
I I should come along. I would very much like to see this dragon.
No. I can't afford to risk both of you. I need you here working on ways to defend the city against these dragons.
As you command.
One last thing, Irileth. This isn't a death or glory mission. I need to know what we're dealing with.
Don't worry, my lord. I'm the very soul of caution.
Okay, so we're going to follow Irileth out of here to where the dragon has been spotted and see if we can find it. Before we do that, I want to go into our items and see what we got apparel-wise from him. We got iron boots of stamina, which we are, of course, going to equip there. Yeah, they're the same armor rating, but they give us 20 points of stamina. I'm not sure where we got this, but let's put that on. We don't need that. Steel armor, that is heavy and we're looking for light, but while we're doing it we might as well put it on because it is quite a bit better than the armor that we had on. So it will give us more protection while we're waiting to buy or obtain some new light armor. Oh, there's the timer going. We're going to just go out here, level up, and say goodbye to Henry, see what he looks like in his new gear, and then I shall bid you adieu until the next time. So we'll go down here so we can get like a really nice picture of him. So I always forget that you need to like turn around and then move the camera. So here he is. Looking fine. I do like him in the red colouring though, but we can live without that. Let's do our level up. I believe the last one we added to was health, so we're going to go to stamina. And I don't think we're going to do anything with our perk at the minute until I get a bit more organised in my brain as to what direction I want to take Henry in. So that is us for today. Thank you for watching. Please comment all your thoughts down below, and obviously liking, subscribing, sharing, all that kind of stuff really helps the channel out and I would really appreciate that. I hope you're all happy, I hope you're all healthy, and hopefully I'll see you in my next video. Goodbye.